Hello everyone and welcome to class. So today we'll be working with SimCalc, a program that'll be great for working with linear functions, speed, and a little bit with piecewise functions. Alright, so to start off with, get out your QR scanners and scan this image here. So if that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, you can just go ahead and Google SimCalc and get to the same place. You should end up at a screen that looks about like this. And depending on your preference, you can either download it for Mac or Windows. Alright, so once you've downloaded it for Mac, you should come to a screen that looks about like, this. Alright, wait for it to download. Alright, so now once you've done that, drag your SimCalc into your applications folder. Okay. Click on Applications, and then just go to your SimCalc for computers, remember. You're doing this for computers. Alright, so we've noticed that mine is a bit stretched out, so after you swatted away the flies and you've expanded yours and put this functions menu over to the side, then you're ready to go. And the reason for this is that we're going to have our fish swim a little bit extra distance. They're stamina fish, so we need that extra bar. Alright, so we know that we've got several things that are going to be useful. This will help us with the graph. This will help us with getting piecewise functions set up appropriately with the table. And then we've got the function. And then we've got y equals mx plus b set up. And so the m you can think of as speed for now. Okay, we've got two fish, blue fish, green fish. We don't have any red fishes, unfortunately. This is almost set up for a good Dr. Seuss math problem. So the green fish, you can think of that as your first fish, blue fish, second fish. So first, you'll notice you can plug in, whatever equation. This one has 2x. Let's go ahead. Let's, say we'll make this one 2x, maybe minus 5. And we'll make the green fish, we'll say 3x. So where did the blue fish go? Well, the blue fish ran away, and we're never seeing him again. No, I'm kidding. So the blue fish is now at a different starting point, right? Because this is basically where he is right now. So that's why we no longer see him. So if you're wondering where your blue fish goes sometimes, he just took a trip either far to the back or far forward. So you can see him right there. And so also notice that you can adjust the domain. That'll come in handy when we work with piecewise functions. So we'll have this fish go only from 0 to 8. Alright, so we'll see what happens when we have the fish go on the race. Alright, the green one's not only got a head start, but he's moving a little faster. We notice. Oh, but he also ends more quickly. You notice he ended about 2 seconds earlier, and that's because we changed his domain from 0 to 10 seconds to 0 to 8 seconds. Well, we might think to ourselves, Josh, how would you use this to make a piecewise function? Well, it's simple. Basically, a piecewise function works by having one function end as soon as one function begins. So let's try that. Let's have this one end at 4 seconds. We'll have the blue fish begin at 4 seconds. Oh my goodness. I worried you about the bluefish, didn't I? No, the bluefish is coming back. He's like Santa Claus. He always comes back eventually. You just have to loop around to make sure you're at the right point in the graph. Okay, so then you might need to rewind. And so we notice the green fish is going during his domain. Now the green fish goes during his domain. All right, so what do we notice? Well, we notice the blue fish started a little ways back, which we'd expect. So one thing that we tend to worry about with piecewise functions is whether or not they're discontinuous. I mean, are they going to do this? And then did the fish teleport? So if this is a story of two fishies, that's totally fine for it to appear as if the fishy teleported. But if this is a story of one fish, then we have to somehow rectify this, the fact that you go from here and then make this jump here, if those two fishies were the same fish. Now, there are other interpretations, but that's the interpretation for this setup of classes. So we're imagining a fish goes at different speeds at different times. So how might we reconcile this? And how might either this graph or this table give us the clues to figure out how we might need to modify the second fish's equation so it lines up with the first fish's equation, so that they didn't have that discontinuity. All right, well, good luck, guys. Have a great time with your fish stories.